Chapter 9. Invictus. "What about Invictus?" asked Minnow. "Yes," said Frank. "Where's he?" "And why was he accepted at Marescimar?" I asked. "He's such a traitor," said Sky. "There's more to Invictus than meets the eye," said Jax. "How?" I asked. Miguel looked at Blizzard and shrugged. "Shall we tell them?" he asked. "Not now," said Angel firmly. "I want everyone safely back at Marescimar before any more stories are told." Miguel winked at me, and I knew he'd tell the story of Invictus as soon as he could. "Molly, old girl," said Blizzard, "thank you. I'll see you in heaven when I visit, or here, the next time I'm cast across time and space." Molly barked her loudest bark and leapt up to hug Blizzard. I felt so happy watching him nuzzle her, especially knowing that she was Roughfield's daughter. Roughfield had been best friend to my grandparents and to me, and because he was first class, of course he produced Molly. "Bye, my lovely," said Blizzard as Molly bounded off. "Where's she going?" asked Sky. "She says she has some other friends to comfort," said Blizzard. "She said they have a mat with a rose and bear on it, and she was particular about saying that each of those sounds has to be spelled with a capital letter. I don't know. Sometimes she gets confused. Maybe I got it wrong. Either way, she's the best." "Hold hands," commanded Jax. We formed a circle and threw our hands up in the air. As we did, we all flew into the sky before being thrust sideways by a massive blast of wind. Chapter 9.9. Space and Time Travel. At first I was terrified that we might be in the grip of an evil force, but after a while I realised that we'd moved beyond the physical realm into the metaphysical craziness that is space and time travel. Huge waves of colour crashed overhead, and then wild music erupted all around us. The sound of it splashed into our bodies, making each of us fall apart like pixelated holograms. Nothing about the trip felt normal or natural. I wondered if I was a dinosaur for a while. I seemed to form reptilian wings on my back, and then my feet turned into large clawed things. This went on for minutes or hours, I can never tell, and then we were formed back into ourselves again. After a while, the flow of space and time travel suddenly sped up, and it was like being on the fastest ride you've ever been on. Along the way, I saw so many things. I can't describe them because it was as if my mind opened up and I was able to see a billion colours and a billion things that I've never seen before. You'll have to do it sometime. Travel fast through time and space. It's the best. With a massive thud, we all landed on the beach at Marescimar. The sand was soft and the leaves of the huge cottonwood tree were flickering in the breeze. They sounded like so many tiny hands clapping. When I looked up, there were thousands upon thousands of time fairies, some sitting in the tree and others flying around it, and they were all clapping and waving to us. All of a sudden, Gode, Fun, Godette and Godot were buzzing in front of my eyes. Without any warning, they expanded in size and hovered next to me, their wings flapping up and down. "You're our heroes," said Godot. "We love you," said Godette. "Immensely," added Gode. "Massive immensely," said Fun. I blinked, catching up from the crazy ride I'd just been on. "Thank you," I replied, shaking my head slowly. "We're back." I could barely believe it. "We are back," said Frank with a sigh. "So good," said Sky, hugging Godette, who looked so proud it almost made me cry. Godette held her head high. "Marescimar is the goodest place in the universe," she said. "Gooder than heaven?" asked Minnow. "Oh no," said Goad. "Heaven is 1,000,000,000 times gooder than anywhere." Sky nodded. "It really is," she said with a smile.